Hi, it's Tanya with Revive Health Coaching. How are you guys today? It's Monday, August 14th. I just dropped my son off at his first day of first grade. And on the way back home, I stopped at my favorite spot. This is one of my favorite spots. It's River Breeze Park in Oak Hill, Florida. Behind me is the river, and I saw lots of fish jumping this morning and a few fishermen. But wanted to check in with you guys and see how you're doing today. I also wanted to let you know, a lot of you know that I am a certified holistic health coach. And I want to share what exactly this is with you and what I do and who I serve. My story starts with helping, my story around health, my health journey started back in 2004, I believe, when I was researching my dog's food, and I learned what most dog foods out there were made of. And upon learning this, I realized, they had a lot of things that they weren't supposed to have, which later I figured out that that's what's causing a lot of skin issues and allergies for our furry friends. And that same stuff that they are making their food with is also in a lot of our food, especially the processed foods and many packaged foods. And these things are things like corn and soy. After learning this, I had started to watch a lot of documentaries, and back in 2008, I had a miscarriage, unfortunately, from my first pregnancy. And then that same year, a few months later, I lost my mom at 6. She was 60 years old, and she passed away from a massive heart attack. This was devastating, and I thought back, just wondered, why was her life taken so early? And before that, I thought back to her parents and her mother, my maternal grandmother. She struggled with diabetes the whole time I knew her, and she also had her leg amputated, and she was obese. And her husband was a hard-working guy, and he was usually on the farm working hard, and he had a stroke one day that paralyzed him on half of his body. So he was bedridden for a year and a half before passing away. And she followed suit right after. 8 hours later, she passed away. And then on my dad's side, his mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and so was one of his younger sisters. And at the same time, and the younger sister passed away before my grandmother. And this sister was one of my aunts that everyone claimed that I took after, in looks mostly. But I know she had I had a gray hair early at like 18 years old. And yesterday I had got some unfortunate news that my uncle, one of my dad's brothers, they had 8 in their family. He yesterday, at the age of 64, had a heart attack and passed away yesterday. And so this is hard to hear, and I just find that is such an early age to leave this earth. And when these unfortunate events happened, like the miscarriage and my mom's death happened, even though I was already starting to research and learning a lot about our food and our food system and our health around that, I hadn't really dove into it until that year in 2008. I dove further into it. I watched documentaries, learned more, and it was amazing at some of the things that I discovered. And at first I was skeptical, like, is this really going on? Why don't we have control of our food system? And how are the corporations able to provide food that is making us sick? And why can't we trust them to provide us safe food. And a lot of it has to do with society and how we are always wanting to find the faster way of doing things because we are busy. That's inevitable. We are a busy society, busier than we ever used to be. We want things quick. We want things done fast. But when it comes down to it, our health and our family's health sometimes ends up struggling, and we are sacrificing. It ends up being sacrificed, and especially we need to look at our own self-care, and we need to do our own research and figure out the answers and how our body is supposed to run. I mean, if we don't take care of our body, it's not going to take care of us. And if we're not there, I'm an older parent, I'm 40 now, about to be 41. And, you know, I want to be there to see my grandkids, and I want to be active, and I want to be able to play with them. And if I don't take care of myself, I'm not going to be able to do that. And so upon learning a lot of this, I made a lot of little tweaks and changes here and there. And, you know, we started buying more organic food without the pesticides and chemicals. We started buying non-GMO food. These have made a huge impact on our health. And there's other things, little things here and there to do. Now, there are tons of information out there. We have information. We don't need more information with the internet. But if the information was the only thing we needed, then wouldn't we all be a lot more healthier and happier? So this passion of mine, I continued to research, and I knew I wanted to do something with it, and I wanted to help other people realize and bring awareness that they can be healthy too. They don't have to live a life of sick and tired. They don't have to get diabetes just because their mother had it. They don't have to get breast cancer just because their mother had it. We are not, yes, genetics play a part, but though we all have a chance to get that. But we can prevent it by making the right choices to activate our cells and not get it. So if we fed our bodies the right thing, then our bodies are made to protect itself. If we feed our bodies the things that are not, that it doesn't know what to do with, that cause inflammation, the body is going to freak out. And that's when sickness happens. That's when inflammation happens. That's when illness comes and takes over. So last 2014, you know, well, actually 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I was looking for a school to go to get my health coaching certificate. At the time, I didn't know what that looked like or what it was called, but I did look at a school, and I didn't quite join yet, and I waited a few years. And then this other school popped up for me in November of 2014, and it called out to me. It was phenomenal. I'm going to change the lighting here a little bit. It called out to me. It looked like exactly what I was looking for. The same message and authenticity and mission that I was on. I joined. I got my certification last summer, July. I am now a certified holistic health coach. And then in November, I continued on and enrolled in the graduate program. And I'm a little more than halfway through with that. And I cannot tell you, the coaching methods that we are learning with this school are just so phenomenal. Not only am I taking my coaching skills deeper, but I work with using a transformational coaching method. And what this is, to give you an idea, it's a 5-step process. And this helps us to actually create behavior change. Because we do have all the information. We have it at our fingertips, but the information is really only 20% of the transformation. The other 80% is the behavior change. And it's hard to do behavior change on your own. We have to learn to reach out and ask for help. And with support and accountability, we can do this. And so I learned right away when I went through my Becoming a Health Coach certification that I learned right away how to ask for help. Because not only was I learning how to help people transform their lives, I actually transformed my life. I went through a crazy transformation where I am now looking at myself and how I take care of myself in a whole nother level. And coaching is powerful. I did not realize how powerful coaching was. And now that I'm taking it even deeper, these skills, I encourage everyone to reach out for support and accountability from someone. Whether you reach out to get a health coach, whether you have a very good friend that you can confide in what you're talking about, I encourage everyone to do this. And so, as a certified holistic health coach, I do use a functional approach, and functional medicine is really the base of how I want to run my practice. Functional medicine is getting to the root of the causes, getting to the root of the problem, finding the underlying causes. And I encourage everybody to look for a functional medicine practitioner in your area. This doesn't have to have the letters FM behind their name. They can be MDs, they can be chiropractors, they can be acupuncturists. Any of these doctors, the ones that have decided that they are tired of giving their patients pill after pill after pill to not see things work, they have made a decision to take things in a different path to get to the root of their problems. And they are certified and educated on how just to do that. The problem is they only have so much time and so much energy to spend with their patients. And that's where a health coach comes in. And they are aware of how important a health coach is, because when you're going to the doctor's office, you're getting your assessments, you're getting your lab work done. He's going to give you these options on what you could do, what changes you can make in order to get your body healthy. But how many of us are actually going to go home and put these things into action until your next visit, which may be in 6 months? So what we want to do is reach out to someone that's going to provide the support and the accountability and a system that's going to give you a step-by-step, individualized plan to help you reach your goals and to help you get your health on track. Without that, you may never reach your goals. And so, I want to encourage everybody to look into a functional medicine doctor, do your research, make informed choices, and when you are ready, reach out to me. And I offer a free consultation, a strategy session. This can be 45 to 60 minutes long, and where we will discover and figure out a nice step-by-step plan, a manageable action plan that you can take over a course of 90 days and get to the root of your problems to help you feel better once and for all, release the brain fog, get rid of the brain fog, get rid of the pain, get rid of any kind of aches and pains, inflammatory, get rid of your weight if you have excess weight. All of these things, those are byproducts of actually living a healthy, happy life, because that's what I help my clients do. I help them find ways that are easy around their busy schedules to take care of themselves so that they can live a full life without aches and pains and sickness, and without going to the doctor every few weeks. So if this sounds like something that you want, and you're tired of being sick and tired, give me a call. I'll put a link down below, comment below, message me. Any way works. I have been helping over a dozen clients this past year since I've gotten my certification, and I cannot tell you how full my heart is to see the transformations of these wonderful people. And if you want to hear more, I appreciate it. Please contact me. And you guys have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.